Ethical issues, Lizzie Thompson, research methods. First, we have confidentiality. Confidentiality is where only the applied and relevant information is published that is linked to the study. Like the names of the participants are not published. This enables them to stay anonymous and not to be identified by anyone else. However, code names can be used, like participant A or B or 1 or 2. Gender and age can be published, which means you can compare genders, strength of males v females. To ensure confidentiality is not breached, all data must undergo through the Data Protection Act of 1998. All of the paperwork or results gathered must be securely stored in a lockable space or computer. If it was on a computer, it has to be protected by a password that only relevant people know. This means only the relevant people can access these files. However, if wished, the participant is able to look at their own results. However, only theirs they can look. Informed consent. Once ethical permission has been given, an informed consent form is produced. It is a form that tells the client everything that is involved within the research that they will be a part of. It is needed for the client to be aware of what they will be participating in. It also is needed for the researcher in case any of the problems, they can then have legal document to look back to. It needs to include a description of the investigation procedure, any risks involved, potential benefits to the client, and allows the participant to withdraw at any time. It also states that it's confidential and a signature from both researcher and client. As you can see here, this is one that I use for fitness testing. It tells the client about all the tests that they will be taking part of, how it's going to be done, and all the information that is needed. Then finally there is a signature from both me, the tester, and the client. It is all run by BASES, which stands for British Association of Sport and Exercise. The role of BASES is the governing body of sport and exercise science research. They make sure everything is done legally and ethically, so it's all good within the human rights. If the information is not governed, false material could be presented. A code of conduct is produced, which is done to ensure all of this is followed. To make sure everything is done legally and ethically, informed consent forms are drawn up and confidentiality is set. It allows people to feel safer when taking part in research, as it is police and they are protected. The results gathered are more trustworthy as the research is more reliable as it follows the code of conduct. It stops the researchers from working illegally or unethically, as they need participants to take part. However, some researchers could be prosecuted due to simple errors, like on the consent form. Participants may not know how to go to BASES. They may be unaware of the format, which can prevent them from taking part. Civil and legal action. Legal and civil action, working without due regard. This opens up to legal and civil action, meaning a participant can take you to a tribunal, essentially a court of law, for breaching the rules legally or unethically. If you were taking part in a study looking at effects of steroids, but then you are given creatine without participant knowing, which is not in the informed consent form, there is no ethical clearance. Legal and civil action enables participants to feel safer as they are protected. Research gathered is reliable as it follows a code of conduct. It helps to prevent researchers from working illegally or unethically. However, researchers may get prosecuted over simple errors, again on the informed consent forms, or participants may be unaware of BASES. Tribunals. They are essentially a court of law, a justice system, and it follows the same structure as a trial. If someone was to take legal or civil action against you, you would be taken to a tribunal. You would go through a trial for breaching the rules. They are run by BASES as a result of not working legally or ethically, therefore being guilty. You or the company could be stopped from conducting any future research. BASES will review the situation and call for a tribunal to further investigate. It ensures research is trustworthy and it can be used within future studies and build on the previous research done. It can also further sporting performances. Measurements to prevent future research. If a tribunal is called, there are specific measures that can be put in place to stop any future research being conducted. These can be a temporary or permanent ban or you could be fined. It makes the participants feel safer as they are protected. The results gathered are reliable and trustworthy. It follows the code of conduct. It helps to stop researchers from working illegally or unethically.